So if I had to restart from zero and relearn everything that I've learned about trading over the last 6, 7, 8 years and follow one simple strategy that would help me make at least $200 every single day without any hiccups, this is a strategy that I would use, and this is going to be the strategy that's going to help you finally become profitable. So let's get into the video. Let's show you guys exactly what I'm talking about here. This is a very simple strategy that you're not going to want to miss. This strategy here is going to work on any platform and any market that you want to trade. Right now, we're going to focus on Forex, and we're going to use it on chartlabs.co. This is my favorite charting platform. If you want to use it on TradingView, you can go ahead and use it on TradingView. It works on every single platform. Just for simplicity's sake, I like using this platform right here. Without further ado, let's get into the strategy. Let's show you guys exactly what my indicators are. I'm not really using indicators. I'm using a volume profile. It's an indicator. It's not. We'll see. But let me show you exactly the strategy I'm talking about. Okay, so when I say this strategy is extremely simple, I really mean it. This is literally all we're looking for. It's a 5 steps in order to find a very good setup for you to take. Let me go over the steps one by one so you understand exactly what you need to do every single day when you're looking to place a trade. For this strategy, it's going to work on any time frame, whether you're on a small time frame like the 5 minute, 15, 1 hour, 4 hour, even a daily time frame. Okay, for this example, we're going to use the 1 hour time frame right now on Euro USD. Okay, so how are we going to tell exactly what kind of trend we're in? Very, very simple. The one thing I want you to do is just look at the last high and the last low. The way you establish this is where can you draw a V? So we can see over here that we can draw a V just like this. Let's go ahead and make it white so you can see it. That's our last high, right? This high is higher than every single other high. This right here is the last low, right? We can draw a V there and we can draw a V here. And as we can see, this high was bigger than the last high. As you can see it right here, that's the last high. So we can see that because we created a new high here, we're now in a bullish market. What are we doing in a bullish market? We're looking for buys. Very, very simple to understand these rules. So now that we understand exactly where this chart's headed, ultimately it's going to be headed in the upwards direction. We just need to find a perfect entry for our trade. How do we do that? Let me show you. The one thing we're going to use right now is we're going to use a tool called the volume profile. If you go right here inside Chart Labs and you just click this button right there, this is going to pop up. This is the volume profile. Now that we have the volume profile turned on our chart, we just need to look for the POC, point of control. And it just so happens that we're actually at that area right now. So we can see right here where it says POC, this is coming from the volume profile. We're actually in this area right here where the big basically nodes, so like we see right over here, this is kind of like the big area. That's where the most of the resistance / support will be. In this scenario, it'd be support. Now, all we really look for right now from here is a real live bullish candle, some type of candle that gives you some type of confirmation, like a doji followed by a green candle in this scenario, or a big green engulfing candle, and then we can go ahead and take that trade. How does that look like? Let me show you here. If we just go ahead and use our position size tool, it would look something like this, where we'd have our stop loss maybe like down here below this area, and then our take profit will risk like 1 to 5, something like that, for example. So retarget the highs, and this is pretty much what we're looking for. Very, very simple trade, guys. All we're really doing is just capitalizing on the trend and trading with the trend. If I just zoom out a bit and zoom out, you'll see the whole trend picture. You can see that we're trending upwards right here. We're getting higher lows every single time, and right now we're in a bullish market. But that's pretty much how we're going to do this strategy. Now let me show you some live examples of how this strategy is going to work. So one of the reasons why I love Chart Labs so much compared to other platforms like TradingView, for example, is that you have the ability to backtest any strategy you want live. And what do I mean by this is I don't mean like you're just going to go hit the replay button here and then pick a candle. No, if you go over here to the replay section, you can create a complete session where you can backtest from any date range. So for example, let's say I want to backtest from the beginning of the year. So I'll go to January 1st, for example. So I have 7 months of data. I have no idea what's happened in that last 7 months. So then it's kind of like simulating real trading, if that makes sense, right? So my emotions are in play. I can see if the strategy is going to work for me. I can see what I'm doing wrong and test that strategy, right? So over here, let's go test video, for example. We've been looking at Euro USD, and for time frames, I like trading the 4 hour time frame. So let's go ahead and pick a starting capital. Okay, 10,000, that sounds good to me. Launch session. Over here is going to be our data. Once we start trading, we can hit start replay. And then from here, we're just going to load up a new session, and it's going to look just like this. Let's see now what we're going to be doing on this chart. So very simple. Looking at this right now, we can clearly see we're in an uptrend, right? We can see that this was the last high. This was the last low. Okay, cool. Price came back down into the POC. This is an area that we want to potentially look to take a trade, right? So what are our rules here? Identify trend, identify highs and lows. We did that. It's trending upwards. Clearly see it. High here, low here. Makes sense? We're in a bullish market. So we're looking for a buy opportunity. So all we want to do from here really is just take a look at the candles, see if we get some type of bullish confirmation that we want to trade here. We can go ahead and also just jump to the latest candle here. So we can see that for me telling me there's direction of our trade. It's reacting off the POC. We can go ahead and take a trade here. So That would be our trade, stop loss, something like that, take profit. You're trying to make a new high, you know what I mean? Over here, risk base, 2% of our trade. We take a buy position and then simply we run it and see if we lose or win this trade. No such thing as a 100% win rate strategy. We all know this. So let's see what happens over here. Looks like it went against us, hit our stop loss, but that's okay. So now let's see what happens here. We created a new low. So now the market changed from bullish to bearish. So this low was broken. Now we're in a bearish market. Let's see what happens from here. Okay, so now that this is looking like a bearish market, we're going to go ahead again. We see this is our low. This is our last high, right? We can make a V here and we're looking for the price to come back into this big bulky area right here that we see and then see if we can take a sell position, right? So it's exactly what we're looking for right here, right? So we see the price went back into this bulky section near our POC, even near the VWAP right here. So this is our good value price here. Let's go ahead and see if we get some type of confirmation. Boom, right there. Big red engulfing candle, right? So right touching our POC. So then what we want to do here, short position, take our stop loss and then our take profit. We're looking for a 1.5, something like this, right? We try to make a new low. This time we're going to sell 2%. And just like this, let's see what happens here. We're in profit and we hit our take profit right there. And that trade basically closed out and we won that trade, right? And now we have realized profit of $82 on this account. So we lost a trade and won a trade, but we're still up in profit because we're risking 1.5 restore ratio. That's pretty much the setup, guys. That's how simple it is to trade this strategy. And if you guys want to backtest this strategy yourselves on Chart Labs, you can. It's 100% free. So now let's see if we can catch another trade here, right? So we have a new low, we have a new high. It looks like this section right here would be good resistance. So let's see if the price goes up in this resistance. I know the POC is up there, but that's just because there's a lot of candles in this section, right? And we're in a downtrend right now. And if I zoom in, we can see the POC gets over here. So I'm gonna see if I could take an entry right over here. Let's see what happens here. We're gonna run some candles. We got that retracement into the POC. We're just looking for some type of confirmation. That's a good confirmation enough for me, right? So we have 3 red candles in a row. And before that, we had a pin bar slash like doji, kind of a mixture of those two. I kind of like this setup a lot. So again, we're gonna go ahead and set our stop loss right above here. And then we're gonna target a new low, guys. Something like this. Okay, go ahead and sell again, and then let's see what happens. And just like that, guys, we hit our take profit again. That's how simple the strategy is, guys, to trade. You're trading with a trend at the same time. You're gonna make insane profits, and you can backtest yourself on here on Chart Labs if you want to. So let's keep going here. Let's see if we can get another trade as well again. Maybe catch another pullback. Let's see what's gonna happen here. So fast forward some candles. We see a couple dojis here. Still looking for a nice big red candle. Okay, look at that. So here's what I see here. The trend obviously got broken, right? We got created a new high. So now what we want to see is we want to see the price come back down into a level here, right? Into a retracement. We're not going to take this trade because clearly the POC is up here. It's probably going to fall back down here because it's going to be major resistance here. So this is not a trade that we're going to take right away, but let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, we're seeing that retracement. I knew there's going to be a retracement. See that, guys? Very simple to trade off these levels, guys, but I wasn't looking for a reversal. I'm strictly trying to trade retracements here. Okay, this is not bad. It's a decent setup. Would I trade this specifically? Probably not. I'd ideally want to see it maybe come down a little bit lower. It could be a good setup though, because we can see it probably sky rise over here. So let's see how it's going to play out here. Yeah, I knew it. It's not a setup I would take because the price didn't go back down to this POC right here, but it pretty much touched it right here, right? This little node right there we see, it pretty much touched it. And then the price starts skyrocketing right after, right? Like that would have hit our take profit. So again, it just basically depends on your strategy. Like, look at that. Extremely simple, right? So we could have caught this trade too if you weren't super strict about it, but this is the difference between traders, if that makes sense. So maybe you would have caught it. Maybe I wouldn't have caught it myself. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that this strategy works for you and you're going to use it in the market. And if it doesn't work for you, it's okay. You can still backtest other strategies also on Chart Labs and find out what actually works for you in the market, because everyone's strategy and everyone's emotions are different, guys. So this is what I trade with. This is one of my strategies that I use. I like it a lot. And if you guys are looking for a community where you can join, participate in Forex talk, stocks, crypto, futures, pretty much everything, even take trades that other analysts are taking every single day, I'm going to leave a link down below right now. Just today, for example, we went 81% on our win rate today across all markets, from crypto, stocks, Forex, futures, pretty much everything. So if you guys want access to this, all you gotta do, click the link down below to join. That's pretty much it. Again, if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe. It helps me keep motivated to keep making videos for you guys just like this. So hit that subscribe button, please. Let's go. Have a good day.